basic eyeshadow tutorial with SEINT makeup. So what we're gonna do today is step-by-step an easy way to do an eyeshadow look. And this doesn't just apply to the colors I'm using now. I'll kind of teach you how to navigate putting on any type of eyeshadow based off of the shade and whether they're matte or shimmer. So if you have not checked out SEINT Beauty's, or SEINT, excuse me, eyeshadow, you need to. This is just a fraction of them. I don't even have that many, and there are so many. We have creams, first of all. We have mattes. For powders, we have mattes, shimmers, and sparkles. So I'll kind of show you what those look like. These are our sparkle ones down here, glitter. And then if you can see, these ones are a little more shimmery, and then there's a couple mattes up here, okay? Here's some more mattes back here. So when doing an eyeshadow look, I always use the eyeshadow brush by SEINT. And if you are a beginner or you've been doing makeup forever, this brush is awesome because it is so easy to apply the makeup with, okay? Like, it just makes it so easy. So you do not need to know anything about eyeshadow. You can do it. I did not. You will find out how easy it is, okay? So we are basically going to think of a light, a medium, and a dark shade, okay? Those are the shades we're thinking of. And then I like a transitional shade as well. So I think 4 shades. So my transitional shade is gonna be the first shade that I put on. And this is gonna be the blending shade. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. The blending shade. So when I talk about these, I think of a very light color, like either white, iridescent. You can use setting powder for this if you want. It's basically to help blend the makeup and set a good foundation. So if you have a primer on, any eyeshadow primer is completely fine to use with SEINT. I like to use my highlight, my cream foundation highlight on my lid first, which I already have on, and then I go on with one of these transitional colors. So today I am going to do Sabrina as my transitional color. This is just a really light cream color, like super light. This one right here, and it's barely even gonna show up. It just has a little bit of shimmer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on my entire lid, all the way up to my brow even. We are doing the whole thing. So we are just setting a powder base, so then when we decide to blend, it's not gonna get sticky. It's gonna have this nice powder base to blend with, okay? So I got some Sabrina on there. Look today, okay? And I'm gonna show you. So I go from my transitional color to my mid color. So not my light color yet, okay? My mid color. And my mid color that I like to use is I always usually do You Complete Me. I love You Complete Me, but we're gonna switch it up today. And instead of doing You Complete Me, we are gonna do this Taiwanda color. It's a very pretty pink. And this is gonna be my midi color, okay? There are lots of different ways to apply eyeshadow. I'm just showing you how I do mine and how easy it is. So with the fluffy end, I'm gonna put Taiwanda on, and I'm just gonna kind of go on my crease, and I'm just gonna wipe it back and forth. It's this nice pretty pink. I love pinks. Pinks and browns and golds are like my jam. So that's exactly what we're actually gonna use today. Okay, so this is just going on the lid. Very pretty pink color. And then I'm just wiping it in my crease. So it is like it's barely going above my crease, so you can see it a little bit when I open my eye. Okay, you can stop there if you want. Boom, done. Don't tell me you can't do that. It is super easy, okay? Anyone can do that. You literally just wipe it back and forth, okay? So I'm gonna do that with the same on this side. This is Taiwanda, so very pretty pink. And okay, it's this pink. That looks super pink, but then look at it on me. It's like a whole other color, right? It's so pretty. I have Taiwanda on, I could just stop right here, okay? And it would still be really pretty, right? An everyday kind of pretty shadow. So we did the transitional first, then the mid color. Now we're gonna do the dark color. So the dark color I'm going to pick, I like to use browns. I just think browns are beautiful. And since I'm doing gold and pink, I'm gonna do a warmer brown. So I'm going to use, actually I'm going to use cocoa. It's kind of in between a warm and a cool brown. So this is Philly, it's really warm. Trust is really cool. And then this one's a little bit more warmer. So I'm gonna take this little end right here, and with this darker color, I'm just gonna put a couple dots on the outside right here, okay? And then after I put dots, I'm just gonna kind of bring it in to the center of my lid like that. And then I kind of bring it down at an angle, so I'm creating like a little triangle right here, just towards the outer of my lid. So you see that little triangle? And then I'm gonna put a little bit more on, just a tiny bit, and tap it, okay? So we're using this brown right here, cool. And again, I am just going to kind of do some circles right there because I want it to be darkest on the outside. So if I feel like I need to build, it's always good to start light and then build, because it's way easier to do it that way. You can already see how pretty this combo is, and I've never used this before. So guys, I didn't prep for this. I just picked some colors as we're going, okay? Okay. There's my dark and my midi. And I actually like the way that is. If you ever want to dim it down or blend it more, you go back to that transitional one. So Sabrina, you would just put Sabrina on and you would go over it and it would blend it well, but I'm really digging that look. And honestly, you can stop right here. Super easy, right? Just swiped it on my lid, then I put a little bit on the corner. I'm gonna do the exact same thing to this side. If you mess up, it's fine. There is plenty of ways to fix it. And I'm just gonna bring it in. Again, I'm using the little end right now to start. I like the contrast. I'm not gonna blend these in. I like the way they look. I don't know if you can see this side. This side needs a little bit of swiping. I have such a hard time with this eyeball. This one always looks way better. Okay, gorgeous, right? That was easy. Anyone can do that. You can do that. Don't say you can't do that. You can do that. All right, so the last part we're gonna do, and I just kind of swirl this on my hands, make sure your hands are clean, your brush, to make sure that it's all good. I take my lightest color. So we did the transitional one down first, then the midi on the lid and swiped it, and then the dark one on the outer corner. Now my light color, I'm gonna pick a gold actually. So right here, it is a gold color with my little end. I'm gonna use this. And I'm just gonna put it in the corner. So we're gonna do kind of an ombre look. I'm just gonna put it in the corner here. Kind of just in a little triangle. Okay, like that. Pretty, right? And then just lightly blend it. Isn't that so gorgeous? Okay, so we got this really pretty ombre on. Now we're gonna go to the other side. We already have the dark and the light on that side, so we're gonna do the bright eyes, this gold color. And we're just gonna put it in this corner. Just like a little triangle. I have Hillsong jamming right now. Some praise music. If you guys are ever having a bad day, try adding a little bit of praise music in your life. Jesus does wonders, guys. Literally. Joke. That was a pun, but it actually worked out. It's funny. Or it ended up being a pun. Okay. So we got this pretty ombre look. If you need to blend, you can go in and blend it. And just kind of adjust. So I think I need a little bit more pink on this lid. So I'm just showing you kind of the ombre look right now, okay? The last thing you want to do, so those are the 4 colors. That Sabrina color that I used at the beginning, I just like to kind of make sure that your brush is all the way off. I just like to go in with Sabrina, and I go right underneath my brow and just kind of create a highlight. And then same on this side. Another really pretty color to go on underneath the brow is if you have any of our powder illuminators, they are gorgeous and pigmented, and I love using this. I think it's Glamazing. It's very bright and it looks, just watch this, it looks so beautiful, and it just shapes the eyebrow so well. Don't you just love that? It's so pretty. Okay, so anyone says they can't do shadows, you saw what I did, guys. It was easy. I didn't barely do anything, and I'm sorry, that's pretty good for what I did. So don't say you can't do it. You can do it. With SEINT, it is so easy. You can pick out the specific colors you want. If you need help picking out colors, reach out to me. My typical rule of thumb is that I don't like to do all shimmers together and all mattes together. I mix it up. So if I have a midi color on my lid that is a shimmer, I like to do a matte outer corner. And to tell you the truth, I almost always do a matte outer corner. I like to have the shimmer and the shine towards the center of my eye, and then the dark matte on the outside. That's my preference. If you want to do one shade, sometimes I just do one shade and I'll do a matte or a shimmer. But if I'm doing the ombre look, that's kind of what I go for. And it doesn't have to be brown. I just think lighter to darker, okay? Or shinier to matte. That's what you want to do, okay? So reach out, let me know if you need any help at all. This is the ombre look. Oh, last thing I will say is if you guys wanted to bring it down in front of your eye, I don't like doing that because my eyes are little. I think that if I have extra stuff under my eye, it kind of pulls them down. So I like just having them, I just do the eyeshadow on top of my eyes. But you can take that darker color and lightly on your waterline, just kind of bring it down, and it kind of like connects it the look, almost like you have eyeshadow, except for it is or almost like you have eyeliner on, except for you're just using your eyeshadow. So that is it. Anyway, anyone can do this, guys.